Hello Richard, it's me Robin. Sorry about the lateness of this video, it's a classic. I know that you powered through last time like a good friend and made me a video despite, not super feeling it, but I again have just kind of squandered some time and not really made a video. I know this is late, but we'll carry on. Not a huge amount's going on, as per usual. I shaved my beard. I shaved it down in funny sequence where I took the chin out for a kind of old English, kind of American, like 1800s president look. That was funny. And then I took this bit out, so I had just the mustache and the sideburns, and that was very 70s. It's amazing how much it can kind of transform the way you look, like much more than you kind of expect it will. Like if I walked around with the mustache and the sideburns, I would look like the 70s all the time, like no matter what. It's crazy. It's a big look. Other than that, not a huge amount going on. I'm going back to work in a couple of weeks. My parents are coming up. We're doing a responsible, socially distanced meet-up. They're up for the day. It's a long way to come. I know that really what they wanted was to have a non-socially distanced meet-up, and that's kind of not. That's not. It's not even my issue with it. Isn't that it's not allowed? It's a bad idea in terms of like. I mean, A, it's not allowed. B, like, Dad still goes to work. And Helen and Fiona still go to work, so like if there is any crossover, it's not just us that are affected, it's like potentially a whole bunch of other people who we don't have the right to decide whether or not they get coronavirus because we want to like meet up. And I know that it's low chance, but like we're in the middle of a pandemic, let's just keep it chill. Anyway, they're coming up. So that'll be good. I'm in on my own at the moment with Mitzi, who's fine. She had a vaccine yesterday. She was very cute. When she got back, she was very subdued. Fell asleep in my little... I made a little hammock in my jumper, which she fell asleep in, which was cute. I got some buffing compound, and I got some leather, and I made a strop, which is fun for the... I'll show you the basement, barely call it a workshop that I'm now working with. I don't think I've shown on video the whole situation since I so what, can I turn this around mid? No, I'll just turn you around. So you can see this is the bench. Got some wood behind it, got some clamps, got a box full of scrap wood from the project. I've got my tools, and then this is the strop that I made. So I got the leather. I don't know how well you can see this. There it is. I got the leather, stuck it to a piece of scrap wood with double-sided sticky tape all the way along, and then you can see there's buffing compound in the form of. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. You're right. Hay fever would be annoying. It's incapacitating some, and some buffing compound which rub on there and then rub the thing. So I've been trying to. I'll show you what else I've got. I made a bench hook, which is nice. So we got this slightly further in so that I can pull against it, or I can have it as a normal one and push against it, as one does with these things. Put that back. Other than that, I've not really made very much. It's all been kind of, other than the huge bench. I'm gonna do some other stuff soon. I'm basically sharpening all my stuff at the moment just because I can. I haven't really got the wood for it at the moment, nor do I have really many places to buy the wood. I want to get it from the recycled wood centre. Seems like the best place to get it, but it's not fully open yet. But I made I've been hand sharpening my
Chisels.
I accidentally clicked off. I've been hand sharpening my chisels and planes, like freehand, without like a guide, which I did partially because I'm stubborn and I don't want to use guide, partially because the guy who I was looking at did it without. Thought it might be bad for a bit. I don't know if you. This is probably incredibly difficult to see. But oh, come on, focus on this, not me. What I'm trying to show you is this kind of mirror finish on this thing. Is very, very. What I'm saying is very shiny. It's pretty sharp as well, actually. I wonder if I can just show you. I wonder if I'll be able to show you how sharp it is. It's not clamped in. This is unreasonable. I can't show you, but it's pretty sharp. More ramble. I also did my plane iron, which is also very shiny, as I'm sure you can see there. As I hope you can see there. Ooh, shiny. And I also, you might be able to see, curved the edges off. Because he had some curved edges, and that's what I found is that when I was planing in the middle of something, I was getting gouges in the side from where the corners of the plane were. So I've rounded them off. But it's shiny, isn't it? But it's not got a secondary bevel or anything. It's just like fully that. Which again, this guy was like, just don't bother with a secondary bevel. I think that to begin with, my stuff's going to be less sharp. But hopefully over time, as I get better at hand sharpening, and I get maybe one more grit above what I've got of my stones to make that transition into the buffing compound slightly smoother, we'll be away. Yeah, that's a guide to my my workstation down here. Got some gloves, got some spray to sharpen stuff with. This is the rag, which is just covered in iron, it's in like steel dust from all the wiping the sharpening stuff. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Really, I've not had a lot on. We've got D&D this evening, which I'm looking forward to. I want to see where it goes. I realise I stress a lot about, to be fair, I do stress a fair amount, about kind of writing enough for you to do. But then I think I forget that there's 6 people's worth of ideas that I am not taking that I get to fall back on once we're actually playing, because you guys can just be like, I want to do this, and I'm like, cool, I didn't have to think of that, we can just go there and I'll make it up, and that's fine. Yeah, it'll be good. I've been making some diagrams and stuff to make people's lives easier and trying to work out where things are. Hopefully that pays off. Lovely, that seems like enough to talk about little Mitzi for you. I hope you're doing alright. I know that it's not currently the dream, but yeah, I hope you're doing okay. I'll see you on the flip side. Stay old.